Hi everybody, Greg with Drifter Journey here to talk to you about two great Bluetti products today. We have the EB70S power station and the PV200 portable solar panel. Bluetti sent me the solar panel at no charge, which I greatly appreciate, to do a review. And we had already purchased the EB70 ourselves a couple months ago because we were in the need for an extra power station in our van. So I'm going to talk about these two products, let you know why they might be the one for you, and just a little bit more about them. So we went with the Bluetti EB70S for a couple reasons. So it has a 716 watt-hour lithium battery inside of it. It also has an 800 watt pure sine wave inverter, which is good for charging some of your more sensitive devices, laptops and whatnot. So yeah, the reason we did this one, for us, it had pretty much the perfect amount of battery power for us in addition to what we currently have in our van. So this comes in handy if we get cloudy days or if it's super hot out and we want to park in the shade. We can put out the solar panel or just use this as backup battery, and then we can recharge it while we're driving or with the solar panel or in a wall if we happen to be at a house at the time. Bluetti says they can have over 2,500 charges, so that's what really swayed me to them. Most of the other ones I was seeing was only about 500 charges cycles, so these guys have way more than that. Obviously, I don't know if we'll ever even hit that many cycles, but it made me feel better about it, knowing it should last a long time, and they do have a 2-year no hassle warranty. So let's talk about the unit itself. It has a 15 watt built-in wireless charger on top. So you turn on the DC output, it's lit up here, and you just set a phone on top and it starts charging. So it lit up, it says it's charging. You have two USB-C 100 watt chargers over here, two 5 volt 3 amp USB chargers, two 12 volt 10 amp, which I have no idea what plugs into these. If you do know, let us know. But they're on there if you need them. And then you have your standard 12 volt cigarette lighter on that side. And then on the AC side, you have 4 outlets, 2 with the little 3-prong setup, and then that 800 watt inverter in there. So some of the things that we run with this guy include, we have a 500 watt immersion blender that we use for smoothies. We cut our hair, so we use our hair trimmers so that we can be outside and not get hair everywhere. Charge our drone, laptops, cameras, all that kind of equipment that requires steady power to not cause issues. And then yeah, that's more or less what we are using that for us. It does have a light up top here that does 3 different 2 settings for brightness, and then the flashing if you need assistance. Super compact. That was another thing I was super excited about with this one. The handle actually folds down into it. So we had another brand in the past that was smaller. It wasn't enough for us, so got rid of that one, switched to this. And being that this handle is built in, it actually gives it a smaller profile so that it can fit better places. I don't know exactly what the weight is, but it's not horrible. I think it said maybe 20 pounds, 25 pounds, somewhere in there. It's not too shabby. And it seems to be well built. There's some fans in it that turn on. It comes with a 12 volt charger, so you can plug that into a cigarette outlet and a vehicle. Comes with the AC charger, which I don't know where the rest of the cord is right now, but you plug it into there. Oh, it's right there with the 12 volt. Plug that into there, plug that into a wall in a house. That'll charge up. And then it does come with two solar wires, which I've now fully installed into here. So it comes with these guys that plug into the solar panel, and then it's got a pretty long cord. So I think I didn't measure it, but I'd say maybe there's 15 feet of wire. So we are able to open the door, sliding door on the van, and put them out behind the back of the van, or basically somewhere where the sun is aimed nicely. Like I said earlier, this is great to be able to park in the shade if it's really hot out. Park in the shade, we can still put the panel out, plug it into here, and get juice on stuff for the day. And then yeah, this is a super nice package. It's got a handle on it, these two little clips, and then it opens up 3 times, so there are 4 panels this size. And then on the back of them you have an angle piece. So you got 45 degrees, and then it has plus or minus 5, so you got 50 or 40. So you can change the angle on the panels to angle it to the sun better. It's got a nice little Velcro piece, and then just clips back into place when you're done. And then yeah, the cord wraps up nicely into this pouch that's sewn into the back of it. And it's a 200 watt panel, mono crystalline. It says the efficiency is up to 23.4%, and then some other stuff that you probably don't really need to know. It's IP65 rated, so for waterproofing. The website says don't clip these back in. Don't submerge them in water. So I probably wouldn't leave them out in a downpour. If it's a downpour, I would say you're probably not going to get much solar anyways. So if you're around and it's raining, yeah, I'd probably pull it in, but I don't think if it gets rained on, that's going to be an issue at all. And actually the zipper pack on the back looks to be kind of water sealed. So it's a really nice zipper. Yeah, so great product there. What else to talk about? You got some buttons to turn them on and off, so you got to turn on each different one when you're going to use it. So now it's not charging anymore because I turned off DC, turn on AC, and then you got this screen up here that tells you how much input you got going in, how much power you got going out, and then your battery charge in increments of 20%. And that's basically it. So you can charge it with up to 200 watts, so that's the panel we got. They do have some smaller panels. If you wanted, a little bit smaller panel for space constraints or something like that. I wanted it to charge as quickly as possible, so asked for the larger panel, which makes sense. And then the one last thing I did want to mention, there were a couple different spots online where I saw charge times, but with the solar panel, don't quote me on these, double check it, but solar panel said 5 to 5.5 hours. Wall charger said about 4 hours. I believe the car goes 8 hours. That's gonna be the slowest one. But if you're having a long drive day or you're driving a few days in a row, you can just plug it in, and that's gonna get it fully charged. Solar panel, obviously depends on how bright the sun is. About a half a day, maybe 2 days if it's not that bright out. And then charging in a house, if you got access to a house, if you're gonna have it, for weekend trips or whatnot, 4 hours, super quick there. I think it was 4 was the max, but yeah, all in all, we're super excited about this. It is a little beat up already because we've banged it in some things. But all in all, it seems like a very well built product and has done everything we've needed to do so far. They do have different sizes. So if you need, you know, particular items that you're thinking about, or you're trying to run, I don't even know, like backup energy for a home because the power went out and you want to plug in some extra stuff, or larger items, they're going to have larger inverters. This one was 716 watt hours. I saw they make one called AC200 that's 2,000 watt hours, so almost 3 times the size battery wise. So 716 was perfect for us. It's going to be more than sufficient for us to be able to run our laptops and whatnot on shaded days. We live in a van, so we have solar on top of the van too, with batteries inside. So this was just an extra battery setup for us, which is 3 times the size of the last one we had, and that one wasn't cutting it. So this one, no problem so far. We've been super excited about it. It's been fantastic. And I'm going to stop rambling because I think I covered everything you need to know. So if you have any questions, let us know. We can see if we can find out answers for you, or if we have the answer for you. Yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to buy these guys. So thanks for watching.